Go.
My name is Donald H. Lee. I was in the 325th Field Artillery. I came in as a second lieutenant from OCS in Camp House, Texas. And we trained and we finally went through the maneuvers, and in, I think it was September of 1944, we went to Camp Kilmer, New Jersey, boarded a boat called SS Alexander, joined a fleet of ships, flotilla, hundreds of boats. It just seemed like they were everywhere. We ended up, we were supposed to be the first troops to land at Cherbourg, and they weren't ready for us, so we had to go out and go up to Firth of Clyde, and we ended up at Berwick, Scotland. We boarded the Scottish Highlander and went down to Winchester, England, and finally ended up in Basingstoke, which is just north of Stonehenge. And we picked up the rest of our equipment, and some of our fellows went to the Red Ball Express, and then we picked them up after we went up. We went and joined a group over on the Omaha beach, and I think our first night was just outside of Paris. And then the next day we were at Gulpen, Holland. And when we were at high sea, my job changed. I was executive firing battery B of 325. I became a forward observer for our first mission at Geilenkirch in Germany. And when we reached Sugarth at the end of the day, I found out that our battalion commander of the 333 1st Battalion had been hit. And also the liaison officer by the name of Gray had some problems. And he was sent back, and I was called back from Sugarth and was assigned as liaison officer to the 1st Battalion of 333. And I remained with the position until the end of the war, and we ended up at the Elbe River right across from Wittenberg, Germany. And we thought we were going to go into Berlin, and we got directions to stop. And so before I knew it, I was in Cannes, France on a rest leave, and came back to the division, and next thing I knew, I'd been assigned to the 63rd Division for redeployment home. We got to Camp Lucky Strike, and there were no ships to take us home, so we had to take our unit and go back out to the field. And what else can I tell you? I think, well, I got out to the field with my unit, and the colonel told me I had a rest leave to Paris, France. So we were in Paris for 10 days. I took my first sergeant and my jeep driver, and we went to Paris for 10 days. When we came back, we got orders that the ships were there. We took the troops back to Camp Lucky Strike and boarded the boat and headed back to USA.